This investment that I'm about to make is going to completely change our business. Let me show you.
Some really cool, interesting things coming a little bit later in today's video. Super excited. We're going to be going out. It's about an hour drive to go pick it up. Hopefully it's going to really help this channel and help the business and help everything grow. So can't wait. We're going to go head out right now. We're going to go pick it up and we'll show you guys when we get there.
I just got back to my house. If you couldn't tell, we went to Best Buy, and about $1,300 later, if you didn't guess it, we bought a camera and a memory card. So this is 128 gigabytes. This was like 90 bucks. Apparently I couldn't use a micro SD with an adapter because the quality would not be as good. So he recommended getting this. So this is 128 gigabytes. I don't think I'd really need much more than that. I was thinking about the 240 or 250, whatever it is, but I think it'll be fine because everything gets transferred over onto a different storage unit. So 128 gigabytes, this is like 90 bucks. It was quite expensive, I'm not going to lie. And then for the main purchase, this was, I believe, $1,099 before tax. It was on sale for $200 off. This is the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II. So this is the newer model than before. There's the Mark II. The reason I went with this camera is I know nothing about cameras. So I was asking ChatGPT, and for my style of content, it suggested I get this camera. So I'm pretty excited. We're going to do like a little unboxing here and we're going to check it out. I've never had an actual camera before, so this is pretty exciting. So open this up. Came with this strap, pretty cool. And then I believe this is the battery. Here's the battery. And then here is the main unit. I'm pretty excited for this, I'm not going to lie. Pretty excited. So this is my first actual camera. I've never had an actual camera. I've been filming everything on my phone and on GoPros, and the GoPro really sucks. The quality is not the best, and it doesn't have an external battery to where I can charge it separately and swap them out, so it dies kind of fast. So that's unfortunate. What is this? Here's a wind guard for the mic, so that's pretty cool. Alrighty, now for the actual camera itself. So here's the actual camera. I got it with the original lens that it comes with. I'll probably end up upgrading it later to a wide angle lens. For now, this will work fine. I don't know what the millimeter lens on this is. This is a 0.25 to 0.82 foot. I don't know what any of this means. I'm not a camera person, but hopefully this will make the content a lot better. Super excited for this. Let's see if we can pop in the battery and kind of give you guys a quick look at what it's like. All right, battery's in. Turn it on. Here we go. So we're going to set this thing up, and pretty excited for this. All right, we will check back in once I have this all set up. So I just tried setting up the camera, and it was a lot harder than I thought. I couldn't really figure it out trying to connect it to my phone. You can call me old. I don't care. Couldn't figure it out. But it also doesn't help that the battery died. And for some reason I can't explain, they decided not to give me a charger. So I have the camera, I've got the battery and the lens, but no battery charger. So hopefully Target or something has batteries and chargers so I can get it charged and actually use the camera. Hopefully. So that's the plan. We'll probably run up to Target, go to the gym while we're up there, pick up a charger, maybe a bag because I feel scared even holding it because it's expensive. So maybe a camera bag, something like that. And hopefully we'll be back in business. Okay, so it's actually the next day now, and we are now filming on the camera. So let me know if there's any difference that you see within the video quality. Pretty excited to test it out, see what this camera can do. But like I was saying previously, it didn't come with a battery charger, so I had to figure out and charge it internally in the camera. So we're going to be going back to Best Buy right now. We're going to be picking up another battery. We're going to pick up a charger, and then we're also going to be picking up a gear bag to keep all the camera equipment kind of safe because don't want to break anything. So we're going to go out. We're going to do that right now. And we got a couple other things that we got to get done on the schedule for today. We got to pick up some more chlorine. So we're gonna be going to the distributor, picking up a 55-gallon jug of that, and then transferring that into our chemical tank. That's the agenda for the rest of the day.
Well, I just came all the way out to the gym, and I was gonna go to the gym and pick up the chlorine for the trailer right after the gym because they're like a mile away from each other. Unfortunately, I forgot the other 55-gallon drum. I was not the brightest. That is my fault on my end. So I now had to drive all the way back home. Well, actually all the way back to my shop, which is about 30 minutes away, just to come all the way back out. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but we're gonna drive back. We're gonna go grab the drum out of the shop, and then we're gonna drive all the way back to where I am right now, go pick up the 55-gallon fresh drum, swap out the old cartridge, and then drive all the way back to the shop again because I don't have forks on a forklift to unload it out of the back of my truck. So I'm going to have to, you'll see how I do it, but we siphon out all the chlorine, or the majority of the chlorine, out of the drum into our holding tank inside the trailer, and then I'm able to drop down the drum once it's a lot lighter. So I just made the trip a little bit extra, and I stretched out the trip. I'm not the brightest. That's my mistake. I wasn't really thinking ahead. I was kind of tunnel vision, tunnel focused. So now we're gonna go out of our way, go pick up the drum, and get back on track.
You're fired.
Today is day number 3. We just got to my shop. So the last bit of the video, I said I was going to be going to get some chlorine and getting a new drum, swapping that over. Never ended up going back. Went through the weekend. Today's down Monday. So we got a couple jobs on the schedule for today. We got a house cleaning and then a window cleaning job. So we're at the shop now. We got the trailer. We're about to hook up to the trailer now. And there is the chlorine jug. So we're gonna pick up the chlorine, the empty, and I think we're going to pick it up on the way back because we're gonna be out in that direction today. So we'll pick it up on the way back through, fill up the jugs, and I don't know if you can tell, I'm a little under the weather after the weekend. Starting to get a little bit sick, so we're gonna do our best, make some money today, and hopefully today will end up being a good one. We just got to the first project, got everything set up. Customer added on the deck, so we're gonna be getting that done as well. But GoPro's dead, so unfortunately we're on the main camera today. We're gonna wet down these 2 sides, do 2 at a time, hit the deck while we're doing these 2 sides as well, and then move on to the next. This won't take me all too long, probably be here about 2 hours in and out, and we'll move on to the next job, which is a window cleaning job.
Find my way to you. Yeah. I want to find my way to you. You, my love. There's so many people who say that they won't when they will.
All right, so we just finished up with the first job. We just arrived to the second job, and this house is just a full exterior window cleaning. We have a new resin bag that we just replaced, and this house has like some really cool windows. It's actually a really cool design layout house. Look at this. This house is really cool. It's got some really big windows on it, so I probably shouldn't be water feeding all these windows. It's probably not the best. Probably get much better results. Well, obviously you get much better results when you do traditional washes, but we're gonna be water feeding it. We have it all set up. Everything's all set up right now, but we need to go around. We're gonna take off the rest of these screens. I already looked at one. There's one screen I won't be able to get off because it locks from the inside, but the majority of them we'll be able to get off. So we're gonna go around, pop off all those screens, and then we're gonna get washing.
I don't need a reason to say what I want when it's real. If I see you acting patient, you never know your last me. Faster than you like, southern that's the end. Faster than you like. catching a feeling of wonder.
So just finished up with the project. Everything's all wrapped up. I'm gonna take you guys around, kind of show you how it came out. I think it came out really well. The windows look great. The water fed polo system. It was a brand new resin bag, so that's why it's okay. It was putting out 0 parts per million. Here are the windows. I think they came out really good. Super shiny. They look great. And this is the front facing. So they're all really big windows. But I think it came out great. Should I have water fed this entire house? I don't know. Windows like this, typically I would just do a normal mop and squeegee. But I had a brand new resin bag, and those are really big windows. It would have been a real hassle to try and get up on a ladder and mop and squeegee the whole thing. So we just ended up water feeding it. We have some windows up there. I mean, project came out great. No hard water stains, no dust, no debris, anything left on the windows. So the project came out great. You always want to make sure you walk around and you do a quality check of your work. But as long as everything looks good, then you're good to go. So we just wrapped up. That was our last job for the day. We got the truck and trailer. Everything's looking pretty. We got a sign out front. We're gonna head to the gym. We already have the 55-gallon drum in the back of the truck, so we're going to have to go pick that up. We'll drop the trailer probably in the parking lot of the place, put the drum in the bed of my truck, hook back up to the trailer, and then rinse and repeat once we get back to my shop and swap over all the chlorine. But for now, we're gonna go grab something to drink. It is 12:30. I think today was $700 so far. So that's the day for today, done by 12:30. We're gonna go to the gym, go pick up that chlorine, and then that's gonna be it for the rest of the day. Had to take a quick stop on the way back to the shop, giving an estimate right now. I'm gonna be washing the house and then gonna be doing the deck. I'm gonna do this upper deck. Pretty sizable deck, not too much organic growth down below. Okay, so I was recording, kind of showing you guys the project, and then the owner came out. I didn't think they were home, so that was kind of a little bit embarrassing. I'm still not used to like recording in public and everything, so this is definitely completely new to me. So she came out. She was just kind of confused, I suppose. I was under the impression that they weren't there. I thought it was a second home. Apparently they're up, so that's all right. But I was talking to her. She seemed very nice, very pleasant. Beautiful home, really is. 3 decks though. It's definitely gonna be a big project. I already quoted to do the house and just the railings for like $570 or something like that, which isn't that much. I'm definitely priced on the cheaper end for all my projects. So my thought process is the more people that I service, the more people that I service, the more my name goes around. I'm not priced like the cheap, like as someone starting out. I think I have very fair pricing because I don't think it makes sense just to charge an arm and a leg for something that takes me about 2 hours. My average hourly rate comes out to be anywhere from $150 to $250 depending on the project. But this job, all in all, the deck is actually quite sizable. Was not a lot of organic growth, so it could actually just be downstreamed. So I'm not going to charge them like an arm and a leg for it. Typically, if that it's Trex decking, so if it was very, very dirty, I would charge, that deck would probably be $500 itself. I'm probably gonna go on the cheaper end and say like $450 for all 3 decks, including. It'll most likely end up getting accepted because I just serviced their mother today. We did their house and their deck railings, and I have their other son on a reoccurring annual plan, so I wash their house once a year. So most likely they're gonna accept it. They don't really care. From the looks of it, they got some money, so I'm not gonna like charge them outrageous, just my normal pricing and everything. But we're heading back to the shop now, and there was a cop as I was vlogging. But we're heading back to the shop now. We're going to siphon out some of this chlorine into the trailer's chemical tank, and then we'll shimmy down the rest of the 55-gallon drum into our shop, because you don't want to leave it out in the sun because it can actually lose its potency and won't be as strong if it's outside in the sun and everything. I'll see you guys when we get to the shop. Alrighty, we are now back at the shop. We got the 55-gallon drum. Had to make that quick stop to give an estimate to kind of scout out the property.
But we're back at the shop now, so let me show you guys what we got going on, how we're gonna be transferring the 55 gallons into our tank. So basically we have the battery from the trailer, and we have this, I believe it's like a 3 gallon a minute Drummond transfer pump. This is typically only for like water for like campers and not any chemical based pump. Like chemicals should not be going through it, but we wash it out really well, and I've already used it 2 or 3 times, so it's gotten its money's worth already. But we got this hose going into the base of the drum, and then we have this long 3/4 inch hose going all the way into our chemical tank. So now all we have to do is flip this switch, pump is on, and we are now pulling chemical all the way into our tank over here, and you can now see it kind of filling up right in there. So it takes a little bit of a while. It's not the fastest process. You could probably do it faster, but to fill up this tank, this is completely empty. But it'll take about, I don't know, 25 minutes and the tank should be filled up. Maybe actually a little bit less, shouldn't take that long. I mean, it moves quite fast. So once that's all filled up, then we'll be able to drop down the 55 gallon tank out of the bed of my truck, because it'll be light enough to where we can move it into the shop by hand. I did not have a wrench, the proper wrench to get the bunghole off the 55 gallon drum. So what we did was we actually just drilled the hole with a drill and a 1-inch bit out of the top of it. It's really not the best thing to do, because when I drop it down, it's probably gonna splash. I'm gonna have to rinse out the bed of my truck because there was a couple drops and super corrosive, and I don't want that to be rusting out my truck. So we're gonna have to rinse that all down once everything's filled up. But for now, we're gonna keep filling this up, and I'll see you guys once it's all filled up. All right, the tank is all now filled. There's still some gallons, I don't know how many gallons, probably 10 gallons, 10, 15 gallons I'd say left. Ooh. So the tank is all filled. I'd say there's about 10, 15 gallons left in the 55 gallon drum. So my guess is it's probably gonna weigh around 30 to 45 pounds. So it shouldn't be difficult to unload it. You can kind of see that we have it filled up pretty much all the way, but I'm gonna guess it probably still weighs anywhere from 35 to 50 pounds. So we're gonna try to push it all the way to the edge. That won't be too difficult, but because I have the hole in the top, there's a good likely chance that the chemical is gonna splash up on me, and I really don't want that to happen. But let's get this out of the back of my truck. I'm gonna say this weighs a solid 50 to 60 pounds, to be honest. Let's try to get this off as easy as possible without splashing this all over us. All right, not that much splashed up because it isn't super full. I think I did get a little bit in my eye though. That's not the best. We're gonna put this in the shop and then we'll catch back up. All right, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you guys actually see a difference in the video quality, please let me know down in the comments if this purchase was actually worth it. I'm really excited to test out this camera, kind of see what it can do. This video was shot over the course of 3 days because getting the chlorine and everything took a little bit longer than I anticipated, but we got it. We're all loaded up for tomorrow. I'm really excited to start shooting some more content. We got some really cool bigger jobs coming up soon, so I'm just at the beginning. I'm still trying to figure out this whole YouTube thing, so the editing and everything is kind of new to me. I'm usually a pretty quick learner, so every video I'm going to strive to get better within my editing and make things a little bit more engaging and more interesting for you guys. So leave a like, comment down below if you really think that the camera quality is any better, and subscribe because we got some really cool things coming, and I can't wait to document it and to show it to everybody. A lot of valuable information will be coming out soon, some more sit-down videos about my business and how to grow money, investments. It's really going to be a entrepreneur, business, and finance YouTube channel. Basically anything that has to do with money, making money is really what this channel is going to be all about. So if you guys are interested in that, please subscribe and stick along for the journey because it's going to be really fun, and hopefully we can all grow together.